Hey, welcome to the morning stand-up. I'm Stacy Cay, and I'm joined here again by Sarah O'Sullivan.
Hello there, guys.
I feel like I'm introducing you guys to your new stepmom.
I'm cool with that. I'm a sexy stepmom, you know. I like free use.
And she'll take you to Olive Garden anytime. Wow, really? Jeez. All right out of the gate. We haven't even started 30 seconds.
Yeah.
YouTube's going to strike us down immediately.
Okay, sorry. No, that is definitely a category I definitely don't mind to partake in.
To be a stepmom?
No free use.
Oh. Okay.
It's just so, okay. That's not what we were going to open with, but it's hot any way that you do it, so.
Welcome to the morning stand-up. I'm Stacy Cay. Sarah O'Sullivan, what are your kinks?
I mean that public. For sure. Like, maybe even just, like, being in the same room as somebody and they, like, aren't aware. Is that, like, bad?
No, it means you have probably a lot of, like, daddy issues and like, things around your family, I guess.
You know.
I'm not an expert, but that's... Kat, what do you think? Kat doesn't know much about free use. And it sounds like a nice, like an anarchist, like free, you know, like...
Yeah, it's just freedom of putting your dick in places. But, you know, only with the right person, then it's a free use. Like your stepson. I'm just kidding. Okay, let's talk about something else.
Today the Chiefs are playing we're waiting for the game. The game starts in like 2 hours. Mm-hmm. Chiefs are playing the Ravens, and the Ravens are the favorites. No, probably. Vegas says they're gonna win, but I believe in Patrick Mahomes. I think he's still the best quarterback in the NFL, and if the Ravens are gonna beat him, they're gonna have to play really good football because he's gonna put up some points.
Yeah, I agree. And one of my favorite things about watching him too is that like he'll always pull through in the end.
He's the clutchest. That's what I'm saying. He's a really good quarterback. And like quarterback position is like it's not just like you do so like you get so many yards. You do that and you do your that's it. Like quarterback changes like in clutch situations and in the playoffs. They like study like certain strategies and they know like where the weaknesses are. They know what the defense is going to do, and you figure it out by the end of the game, like how they're going to respond and how they put stuff together. And Mahomes is like has a really long history of doing that correctly and turning it into clutch like delivery things. So,
yeah.
I mean, Lamar Jackson is really good too, but he hasn't had the playoff success that Mahomes has yet. I think he's younger than Mahomes, I'm pretty sure, right? I don't know.
Mahomes is 28, which
They're
is
both pretty
so
young.
Yeah, that is so young, dude.
I remember when they first came into NFL. I feel so old. You were like probably like 12.
No, I remember. I mean, what? How long has he been in? 7 years?
I went to like school. I was in school whenever Patrick Mahomes was in school.
Okay.
He was at Texas Tech, and I was a Razorback fan, and we got beat pretty bad by Texas Tech and this dude named Mahomes because Texas Tech wasn't that good of a school.
Yeah.
But he was a really good quarterback, and it was like surprising that they scored like 28 points on us or whatever.
How long has he been in the league? Like 7 years? Does that sound right?
Probably more.
Because I heard that every single year that he's played, he's been in a playoff game.
Well, I mean, he joined a playoff team to start with, so not that impressive. They made the playoffs several times before Mahomes showed up, but they had like Alex Smith, who's like he wasn't a very good quarterback. So they had a good defense, they had a decent offense, but he was never enough to like push them past where they needed to go. Whereas Mahomes, like I was talking about earlier, like knows how to close out games and like adjust his strategy to hit the weaknesses in the defense whenever he really needs to. And I saw him do that. Who did they play last week?
Bills.
Yeah, the Bills. He made the Bills look like chumps. And I like to watch quarterback analysis. I think it's called Quarterback School on YouTube. It's a guy he's like a former NFL quarterback, and he goes through like game footage of the quarterbacks and like breaks it all down and like draws and like so like this guy's gonna try to go over here and the defense is thinking he's doing this way, and just like seeing Mahomes like adjust for what what the Bills were giving him, and like
Yeah.
like some of the plays at the end were like they were like diversions. The offense changed what they were gonna do. But,
Yeah.
from what they were previously doing, and read the Bills defense like a book. So that'll be fun. But the Ravens are really good, and they have a really they have no weaknesses. I feel like at all. Like everybody on their
Really?
team, the whole defense is stacked. The whole offense is stacked. Lamar Jackson he's a better runner than Mahomes, and he's also a really good passer too. So
Okay.
it's gonna be a fun game. There's never really been a quarterback quite like Lamar Jackson. This dude is I didn't think Lamar Jackson would do that well in the NFL because he's so little. Like, you've seen him play, right?
I mean, honestly, yeah, I've seen him play before, but I don't know what kind of player he is. I definitely am way more focused on my home team. So
when you watch him play the Chiefs tonight, he's just a little guy, and he's really fast, but you feel like he would get hurt, and like it wouldn't work for so long. But he'll keep running, and he hasn't gotten any serious injuries yet. So
okay.
I can't wait to watch the game today.
Yes.
It'll be fun.
Me too.
How many Taylor Swift cuts do you think there's going to be?
Dude, do we think that she's gonna be there?
Yeah, she's definitely going to be there. Why would she not be?
I mean, I don't know.
This is a playoffs game. They're playing the Ravens.
I mean,
Whoever wins goes to the Super Bowl.
Okay, Travis looks drippy per usual. I mean,
cat.
Yeah, there's a cat.
So we put the camera on a chair, and then the autistic cat is back there running around on it, and that's why the camera was shaking. And we're hoping that she doesn't knock it down, but she'll do whatever she wants.
Yep. No, I guess I didn't know if we were going to get into this. We don't have to, but like after what happened on the internet, on Twitter, I mean, I would be kind of afraid to go to a game where there was AI footage created of me with the players. Like,
was it footage or just pictures?
I'm pretty sure it was videos and pictures.
That's crazy. I only saw like 2 pictures show up on Twitter, and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And she's gonna like sue like the AI company, right?
Yes, she's going to sue the guy too. If you're not aware, basically, like a couple days ago on Twitter, it got shared over 43 million times. Some AI, I don't know if we can even say this word, porn? Can you say that?
You can say porn.
Okay, AI porn of Taylor Swift with the entire Chiefs team. And it was also like glorifying SA and like her being like taken advantage of. It's real messed up. But yeah, she's suing the person. They found the guy who like originally created it, and then a whole bunch of people who like reshared it too, I think are gonna get in trouble. And then somebody on Congress literally spoke.
So Congress talked about this?
Yes. No, it's creating like a whole new conversation on laws surrounding like AI generated content. And it was a woman, and basically they're classifying this as another form of sexual abuse, which, I mean, I totally agree with. And then I was looking at some statistics, and I guess 96% of AI generated content is sexual content. And
97?
96. And then literally 99% of that is of women.
Well, who would want to do that of dudes?
I know, exactly. Why would we generate more photos of men?
Okay, so it was Joe Morrell.
Do you know?
Called The Spread of the Picture. He's a representative from New York.
Oh, okay.
Democrat, of course. You know, Republicans wouldn't stand up for her like that. X says they're actively removing the images. Oh, and they stopped. You can't search Taylor Swift on Twitter anymore.
Holy
shit! If you look on Twitter, you look for Taylor Swift, and it's like blank because they don't want you to be able to look up these pictures and stuff.
Good.
That's nuts.
No, dude, and her fans were coming in clutch really, really quick too, because by the time that I heard that this was all trending, I went on Twitter, and when I searched Taylor Swift, it was a whole bunch of her fans posting good pictures of her.
Positive pictures?
Yes. With
nice, wholesome Christian pictures where she's not covered in blood?
Yes, with the caption, Taylor Swift AI generated photos, so that way that's what would pop up, you know what I mean? So, like, they really rallied behind her, but...
If anyone can get legislation put around deep fake porn, it's got to be Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Beyonce could do it too.
Yes.
Not Kim Kardashian. I don't think she could do it. People don't like her enough.
No. Maybe like Emma Watson.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's like the people's princess.
She's not like rich like Taylor Swift is though. Like Taylor Swift got the money.
I know, because before this, I've seen content of other celebrities. Like when I was on Pornhub, I totally saw Margot Robbie deep fakes. And I was like, oh shit, does her team know about this? I'm sure that they have legal teams taking that shit down. But like the Taylor Swift ones, that did not stay secret.
Yeah, it was nuts. I saw there's a comment on Twitter or someone was like replying to it. It's like, you know, the fact that she probably doesn't want these pictures out there, like this is kind of difficult to understand, but the fact that she probably doesn't like these pictures being out there makes it hotter. It's like, I understand it. That's one of the most easily understandable concepts ever. That's just how these dudes are.
Oh, it's disgusting.
I have porn friends who get their stuff leaked all the time. Can you imagine though being like here's a cat. Can you imagine being one of those people who like looks for leaks from like people's OnlyFans? Like if you there's like subreddits where people like go and like get a profile on a girl who's like on OnlyFans, and it's all to save like $10.
Damn.
Like they could just pay the $10 and then jerk off ethically. But no, they want specifically to get, because they know that you're not getting any money off of it, and they it's not hot to them if you're actually paying for it like a customer.
Yeah, that's just,
these are disgusting.
Guys are gross.
Unlike cats. Cats are good. Cats would never. Look at that. My little gremlin behind you.
Have you ever had a nude leak before?
No, because I don't post nude pictures like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've searched myself a little bit. I've sent like nude pictures to some people.
I was about to say,
but I haven't like posted them anywhere publicly. So, yeah, I don't know. And even whenever I send like nude pictures to people, I don't send certain parts of myself. Like I send only up here. So like. Listen, Stacy Cay's dick is valuable, okay? And it's never been photographed. So I want to keep it that way, you know, and that's my retirement plan.
That's your retirement plan. Yeah, I do worry sometimes if some of my nudes will get leaked, but honestly, and like this is kind of fucked up, but when I would like, there was this guy that I was dating, and obviously I'd send good nudes, but sometimes when I was like on FaceTime with him, he would screenshot me when I was in like unfavorable like positions. Like I didn't look good. Like I did not look good at all. And he'd always be like, these are my favorites. And I used to like...
Why are they like this? Why can't they let us be pretty?
I don't know. I used to get mad, and then I like believed him, and I was like, oh, maybe they are his favorites. But now looking back, I'm like, those were definitely not your favorites. You're just screenshotting me looking like shit naked. Like,
they really just like want to, like a lot of them want to debase us and see us be gross.
Like, I know.
That's all they really want. And like the hotter and like more self-assured you seem, the more they want that.
Yeah.
Oh man, people online, the comments and stuff. Let me read you. Oh, my phone's up there.
Oh damn it!
I got a message from this one dude today. Like it's not like I talked to him or anything, but he was like, "Hi Stacy, I am gay guy. I want," and he like wanted me to top him or whatever, but he said it in cruder words or what. I just get like messages like that every single day, and they don't pay me. It's crazy. You could pay me and then maybe I'll respond to it, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's gross. That message in particular, I don't care what you pay me. I'm not gonna respond to that shit.
Are you really gay if you want to be topped by a woman, though?
See, it's a complicated subject because.
Because you have tits and all that, like.
Yeah, I know. See, it's like trans women are like a gray area to where we can be like sexually harassed by both gay and straight guys.
Oh my god.
So this is why I don't like going to gay bars, because a lot of the people there are gonna try to treat me like a gay boy with tits. Right?
Yeah.
Because that's what they want, like that. Because it's compulsive homosexuality, right? Like compulsory. You know how like whatever. Because you don't want to get up the identity of like, oh no, actually I'm straight now. I'm into girls. Like,
yeah,
they want to fit in with the community. They're like, no, I'm gay. I only like whatever. I don't. It's weird because some people think that it's just like the genitalia is all that matters. Like that's
Yeah.
if you like dicks, even if they're attached to like the hottest girl on the planet, like you're gay, which some of them are pretty gay. Like some of these people like you know, the people who like want me to top them and like all they want to do is see pictures of my dick. Like, yeah, you're gay. Like,
yeah,
you should be hanging out at the gay bar and talking to the people in the Party City wigs, like not the girls who've actually, you know, put their time in, right?
Yeah. Shots fired, dude.
I had a guy talking to me this week. He compared me to Walmart or whatever.
Why?
Just the fucking dude. And I didn't respond to him, but I just want to be like, you can go. I'm sure you'll find someone great for you on Grindr.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking in my head. I didn't actually say it.
I mean, if you have that many opinions about gay people, then you should probably just look in the mirror. That's just how I feel. I mean, usually whenever, like, I don't know, all the times that I was passionately hating on something in the past, I mean, there was a little speck of love and jealousy.
Did you used to hate on free use? Is that?
On free? I don't know if I ever hated on free use. There's some stuff that I've never hated on, that's for sure.
What did you hate on that you were in denial for?
I don't know. You know what? I think I did go through a phase where I was like, oh, like, I was just one of those bitches where I was like, I just like having guy friends. You know, like there's some girls out there who are like, oh, I just like having guy friends. Like they're just so much less drama or whatever. But really, like, I think that I just didn't know how to maintain a real, like, friendship. Because with guys, you don't have to try, like, at all to be friends with them. And then girls, it's like, you actually have to put in the work and, like, be considerate and all that sort of thing. So I think I was just being a hater. And now I'm, like, couldn't live without my girlfriends. Sorry, not that interesting, but...
Yeah, I hate women, too. Wait, no. Other way around.
Hate men.
Say what?
You said hate men.
Oh, no, I like women.
You love.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, okay, wait. I remember I did have a follow-up question to that. So that guy, like, wanting you to top him, like, I thought that you were lesbian. Or is that not true? Or do you...
Well, I'm bi.
You're bi, okay.
But, like, so, like, guys have money, okay? Like...
Yeah.
So like I'm straight for money, and then you know I'm into girls because I like boobs. So, and the problem is like there's not very many rich lesbians. Like that's and if they are, they're usually like not that hot.
You know what? I see the problem.
Hey, if you're a hot rich lesbian who's watching this, hit me up. I know.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if you actually are. I'll have to see your bank account too. So.
Yeah,
there's a lot of liars out there.
Oh, yes. OMG. Wait, I don't know how many people are going to view this, but I am looking for a sugar daddy. If you want a low commitment girl who just like messages you and makes you feel good, or I can make you feel really bad about yourself. I know how to do that too. Just let me know.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. This is a good aside. All right. Let's talk about the news.
Okay.
The news. Trump had to pay $83 million to Jean Carroll.
That's hilarious.
He had the initial ruling was $5 million for like emotional distress from sexually assaulting her, as well as saying that she was lying about it, which was defamation. And then he talked a bunch of shit about her, like again. And since the ruling had already happened, they don't even have to do another trial. The judge is just like, okay, you're going to be paying more. And I can't remember how much it was the second time he did it, but they gave him another like $10 million or whatever. And then he did it again. And like he's going on Truth Social and talking all this shit about her whenever it was like proved that he was liable, like in a court of law, that he was liable for sexually assaulting her and for defamation of her. And now he's got to pay $83 million. So it's like $78 million extra dollars just because he couldn't shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
And I know like Trump's like rich or whatever, but that is a lot of money.
No.
Like, especially for a dude who's trying to run for president again, and he's gonna have to give almost $1 billion to New York. Do you know that?
No.
Like the number, they haven't settled on the full number, but I think the number they're at was like 750 million for tax fraud in New York.
Oh.
Because he had been lying about his like the value of his properties to dodge taxes, which is like super illegal, and he's been doing it for a really long time. So they got him for a lot of stuff, and it's still ongoing. It should be wrapped up pretty soon, but yeah, it's getting close to $1 billion, and how much he's going to have to pay the state of New York, and they're going to liquidate his whole business in the state, so he can't go back to New York.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, this dude, people think like he's going to be president or whatever, but he's in so much legal and financial trouble that it's like, how is this dude going to run for president? Because you need money to like get people out, like to do the advertising, to do on the ground stuff, to make sure that people go out and vote and all that kind of stuff. And money is one of the most important things in whether or not you win an election. And he's got so much other stuff to pay for now. And a lot of the biggest donors, like a lot of the big business in America, doesn't really back Trump like they did, because he's kind of pissed off everybody except for like the fossil fuel industry. So like if you're in oil or something, you still support Trump, but like even like the auto workers union is like behind Biden and stuff like that. Like these people that are, sometimes they go conservative or whatever. But it's not like the auto workers union got a lot of money. But.
Yeah, dude, there's just, I mean, so much of that is terrible, and it just raises so many questions. Like, seriously, why are we even letting somebody who is doing tax fraud to be in presidency, and also somebody who clearly has sexually assaulted people? And then
he was found liable of sexual assault, and the reason he didn't get found liable of rape, and the reason he didn't get found liable of rape is because she could not prove that whether or not it was his dick or his penis. Did I talk about this in the last podcast?
You mean his dick or his finger?
All right, dick or his finger.
Oh, I don't know if you talked about it in the last one, but that is hilarious, actually. But dude, like, also the fact that he like talked about it so many times after the fact and was told that if he talks about it, he's gonna have to pay more money.
You played sports. It's like people like getting a technical foul and like can't keep shutting the fuck up, and then you just keep doing it until you eventually get thrown out and suspended from the league. Right? And you just can't stop.
To me, it's like you don't learn from your mistakes. So if you don't learn from that mistake, then obviously
like incapable of learning. Like, you know, he when he lost the election, he like refused to take that and like started like he did all that illegal shit, which he's on trial for too. That one's coming up, you know, in Fulton County in Georgia, which Fulton County is the Atlanta.
Yeah.
He was calling like election officials and telling them to change the votes, which is pretty goddamn illegal. And the trial is coming up. I think the date is August. And I think that in Georgia, trials go pretty quick, so it's not going to be like super long, but like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And he could get found guilty, like felony. And this would not be pardonable at a national level, but it would disqualify him from the presidency because it's insurrection.
Okay.
Thing if he's found guilty of it.
I fucking hope so, dude. That's just like, we're such a meme to other countries. Like, if I lived in another country and if I knew about all this shit that's going on, I'd literally be like, Americans are crazy. Like, why are Americans even allowing him to run? Like, I would think that I was stupid too. So, I get it, Europe.
Okay, but who it is, I need to know where the criticism is coming from, because I can make fun of your country too, all right? I don't know where you're from, but I can talk shit. Your country's probably not better than the United States, all right? I bet your right-wing party is just as stupid as ours. I don't know. We have a pretty dumb right-wing party, but the cool thing is they haven't been in power for the last 6 years, so yeah, they've lost every election. Well, I mean, Trump was in power for, till 2020, but they haven't won an election till 2016, since 2016, so. Yeah.
That is
Whereas,
sick.
like, Argentina, did you see the dude who got elected in Argentina?
No.
His name is, like, Javier Milei, I think, or something like that. Uh-huh. But this dude is, let me show you a picture of him.
Oh, God. I can't tell if he's going to be really hot or just really creepy.
He's not. If you think he's hot, there's something seriously wrong with you. Look at this guy. This is their fucking guy.
What the hell?
This is their guy.
He's got some chin straps.
Look at this. He dressed up as...
What? As a superhero?
Yeah. I mean, that was before he was president, but this is just a cartoon character, and he says that like he's gonna like liquidate like all of their government. He's like a libertarian or whatever, and he's gonna just like he was gonna get rid of their currency and just start using the dollar, an American dollar, which is would be good for us, but it's kind of stupid for Argentina because they don't have any control over their currency.
Yeah.
Well, I think he walked it back, but this dude is crazy. Watch Argentina in the next few years. It's not about to get any more normal.
Oh shit, dude.
And then you got Venezuela, like close to them, who they voted to annex a part of a country near them. So it would be like if Americans, it was like 70%, I think, voted to annex this nearby country called Guyana. I think that's how you say it. That would be like if we were like, yeah, we're gonna take Mexico. Like they haven't actually invaded yet, but on paper they're supposed to, like they said they're gonna invade. Basically, it just hasn't happened yet. So if anybody talks shit about America, I'll bring up all your shit too.
Yeah. Damn. Oh, world news.
What else we got in the news? What we talked about? We talked about Trump. Mm-hmm. Oh, we talked the Texas border crisis. Okay, I can't believe that you had. This is one of the craziest things in American politics. Like, I mean, there's been a lot of crazy things in American politics lately, but
yeah.
Okay, so there's on the border, right? The Texas-Mexico border.
Yeah.
They're putting up like razor wire in like the river. So that if people try to cross, it will like kill them. And there were people drowning and stuff, and the federal agents, which are like, you know, like the Biden's guys, were trying to not let these people not drown. And the Texas people were like, made them like stand down or whatever.
Yeah.
And it went to the Supreme Court. It was like a quick decision. The Supreme Court, it was only 5-4, but the Supreme Court said that Texas has to allow federal agents to like cut the razor wire. Like you can't just keep federal agents from it because the federal government actually has border supremacy, and it's not the states who control the border like that. So, but then Greg Abbott, the Texas governor, he made a like he like posted this like manifesto. It read like a declaration of civil war, where he's like, let me pull it up real quick.
Oh gosh. Man, dude, red states are just a whole other thing.
Yeah, it's nuts. And then 25 other governors, like all the other Republican governors, like signed off, like supporting him or whatever. Where is it? It's nuts. Like, so technically, it's not, like, they're not actually even defying the Supreme Court order. It just sounds like they are. Like, they're posturing as if they are. So, like, Biden basically says he's not really going to do anything about it. He's pointing towards legislation. He's like, if you guys pass this bill, like, I'll solve the problem. Like, you guys are obstructing the bill. Because Trump last week contacted a bunch of senators and told them to veto to not support any bills because it will help him get elected if nothing passes. And that came out at the same time. So it's like kind of nuts what's going on there.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like a lot of corruption.
It's crazy, like you haven't seen this.
I mean, not this specifically. Obviously, I've known that there's been a lot of, you know, border control stuff going on with Texas, and then I remember when there was like those like kids in cages and like all that sort of thing, but I didn't know about this new barbed wire.
Come on. Where is it? Oh, here it is. This is from Greg Abbott, posted this on Twitter. He posted this whole statement. It says, the federal government has broken the compact between the United States and the states. The executive branch of the United States has a constitutional duty to enforce federal laws protecting states, including immigration laws on the books right now. President Biden has refused to enforce these laws and has even violated them. The result is that he has smashed records for illegal immigration. New record. Despite having been put on notice on a series of letters, one of which I delivered to him by hand, President Biden has ignored Texas's demand that he perform his constitutional duties. President Biden has violated his oath. President Biden has instructed his agencies to ignore federal statutes by wasting taxpayer dollars to tear open Texas border security. So he's in here like, where one thing he says like Texas is being invaded.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
Crazy talk.
I don't even know, but he says like Texas is like under invasion from like illegal immigrants, and they're gonna start like making federal agents leave or whatever. But
yeah,
nothing has actually. Oh, and a bunch of states sent their National Guards to Texas. Did you not see that?
No.
Like a bunch of Republican states. So National Guard, you know what that is, right?
Yeah.
It's like each state has their own like little military that's like part of the bigger military, but it's kind of controlled by the governor unless like the president calls them, and then they're under control of the president.
Yeah.
So Biden could do this with Texas's National Guard. He could just be like, all right, you're under my control now. But I don't think he wants to, because he doesn't want to assume full responsibility for whatever shit happens down there. But a bunch of other states have sent like soldiers to Texas to help defend against the illegal immigrants in the federal government.
Yeah.
So you've got like mobilization of states and shit. It's very strange. I don't know how this is gonna get resolved, but all this border shit. The reason it's so important is like the reason voters care so much about it is because Pennsylvania in 2008, you know, the recession. You weren't really alive for the recession. You don't really remember.
I was born in 2001.
Yeah, so you were like 8 whenever the recession hit.
Yeah, I had bigger problems.
But like back, but like back in that day, in those days, like you couldn't get a minimum wage job. Like it was like kind of everyone was kind of poor. Like in my city, like I drove around to like every single business, and we just you couldn't apply to stuff online back then. You had to drive there, fill out an application, and I didn't get like any callbacks or anything. And that was like not weird. It wasn't just me. It was like every person like trying to enter the job market at that time could not get jobs and stuff. And a bunch of the Rust Belt states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, they lost a bunch of jobs in 2008 because of the recession. A bunch of jobs went overseas and all that kind of stuff. And they all blamed immigrants because they said, like, immigrants, our jobs are going overseas. Immigrants are coming here to steal our jobs. And they still believe that that's the reason that the 2008 recession happened, is because of immigrants. So these states that aren't even close to the border, but they're really important because they're close to, like, they can go either way on the presidency. So both parties are trying to like win their votes, and these people hate immigrants. So that's why it works that way. American politics are. We gotta abolish the winner take all electoral system. What do you, any thoughts about that?
What, winner takes all as in like the president?
No, so there's electoral college, you understand that, right?
Yes.
Each state is worth so many points.
Yes.
Which wouldn't be that big of a problem, except that like if you barely win the state, you get all the points.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit weird. Some states do, hey, oh my goodness. Him wants to be on the podcast.
Puppy.
It's fine. He's a good dog.
5 seconds of fame.
I was gonna interview him. He has a IKEA shark. He's
obsessed with the shark. Hello.
Come here.
You gonna show it off?
Look, he wants to show you guys his IKEA shark. See this? He's very gentle with it. He never tears it up. He's so good.
Very cute, handsome.
What were we talking? Oh, electoral college.
Yes, how
winner take all system.
Yeah.
So some states like Maine splits it. Like it'll give you like
a split vote.
And Nebraska is like this. There's Omaha gets like 1 electoral point, and then the rest of the state gets like 4. I think it is. Oh. So usually Omaha goes blue, and then the red goes 4.
Yeah.
And if every state, like instead of every state giving all their points to whoever barely won the state, like I think it would be so much better if they gave like, say like, like Biden wins California by 60%, Trump wins by 40%. You give 60% of California's vote to Biden, 40% to Trump, and then that way it makes it to where the whole country, you want to win votes even in states where you might not win the whole vote because you still want to make up. So like, but right now the only votes that matter is the votes in Pennsylvania and the votes in Michigan, because those are the only states that can change.
Yeah.
And if a state can't change, they don't care about it. So that's my fix to American politics. I think it would make us all be a little bit more normal.
Yeah.
And I would make presidents care about things other than just swing states, because if you can improve your margins in California, even if you're not going to win as a Republican, you can get closer to the presidency.
No, I mean, that seems like I feel like that seems like a good switch. The points would definitely be more, I feel like, accurate to how the United States feels.
America in general, I think.
Yeah.
But if you don't understand why American politicians are doing something, the answer is probably because it works in Pennsylvania, and that's all that matters. And if you've probably never been to Pennsylvania.
I haven't.
There's 2 big cities. There's on either side of it. There's Pittsburgh on the inside, and then there's Philadelphia on the other side.
Yeah.
And then everything in between there is Alabama. So and people call it Pennsyltucky.
Pennsyltucky.
Because, it's very
that's funny.
It's very rural and all that kind of stuff. And you've got if you win, you got to win that state. You got to win enough votes in the red places and all that kind of shit. And Pittsburgh is Pittsburgh is like probably the most important area in Pennsylvania, because it's more conservative than Philadelphia. Philadelphia is very blue, but Pittsburgh is like more on the fence, which it mostly leans Biden at this point. But it kind of went for Trump back against Hillary, so that's why she lost the election and Biden won.
Damn.
You got any questions?
No.
I need to autism about politics less. I need to be dumber, like for real. I don't know.
No, I'm too dumb. It's fine.
Can you share some of your dumbness with me?
Oh yeah, actually. So the other night I got drunk and I decided that the perfect way to flirt with this guy was by texting him a picture of a quesadilla, and then all I said was quesadilla. And I don't know why I expected him to like profess his love to me when I sent that, but all he said was, "Whoa, that's sick." And
this guy's 25, isn't he?
22.
22.
Okay. And yeah, I don't know. I was like, you know what? That's a valid answer.
Did anything happen since then, or?
He has texted me back, but of course I'm too nervous. I'll figure it out. All I said was, I swear it tasted better than it looks. Because then I looked at the photo the next day and
it looked...
No, it did not look delectable.
See, this is why I don't drink anymore, because then I do drunk flirting like that and it doesn't work the way my head thought it should work. So.
Yeah. Another dumb thing, I'm so used to like being gaslighted. Like I just always think that... Gaslit, okay. I'm used to being gaslit. So like recently people have been telling me things and I just think that they're lying. Like I just automatically am like, oh, you're lying to me. And the other day somebody was like, Sarah, at this open mic, he was like, Sarah, the other night you literally roundhouse kicked and got your foot stuck on a merch table. And I was like, stop gaslighting me right now. Like,
you don't
stop
remember
lying
that?
to me. No, I'm like,
you
you're lying. And then I had to text my friend who was with me and I was like, hey, did I roundhouse kick and get my foot stuck on a merch table? And she was like, yes, unfortunately. So then I had to apologize to him. I'm like, I'm sorry. I thought that you were lying.
Who told you? Who was it?
Cole told me that.
Whose merch table did you kick?
At the Rhino.
Whose merch?
They have like a table that's like Rhino merch.
Like Rhino merch.
Yeah, all yeah. Right. And
I heard there was like 50 comedians at the last Rhino mic. Is that?
Yeah, there was a lot.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Well, I don't remember some of it, so it's all good. It's because the one time that my friends came, they just kept buying me tequila shots. I didn't even drink that many. I drank like 3 tequila shots.
Oh, that would get me fucked up.
Yeah. I browned out a little bit. Like, I remember most of the night, just not that part.
I need to go. I'll go to your mic. Your mic is Tuesday?
My mic is Tuesday.
I'll go to that one. Hopefully there won't be very many people there.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'll get you up early.
I know,
so you can leave.
But even, yeah.
We'll do that. Because I want some good people, so that way people...
Are you trying to get an actual crowd there?
Yeah.
You think you're going to get like... It's always... I actually, at Woody's, I was decent about getting a crowd. Mm-hmm. I could not get comedians to come because it was the gay bar and... I'm the tranny and also like there are certain people like clout holders in like Kansas City scene that really hate me because of just like petty beefs, dude.
Yeah.
And they like tell everyone not to go and stuff. It's kind of nuts.
I'm kind of hoping that doesn't happen for mine. I don't think that it will. I'm like a really nice person, but
that doesn't matter. You're hot.
I hope that nobody's like, oh, let's just not go to ruin it for her, you know. I'm hoping though at least 30 comedians, and then hopefully.
You're hoping for? You think you can get 30?
I think maybe, and I'm hoping like 20 or so more audience members. I'm shooting for the stars, honestly.
Does Tin Roof have food?
Yes, and it's like cheap. They have it's gonna be Taco Tuesday, and then wells are like $5, and then some other drinks are less than that too. Some that are on tap. So
when I was doing Woody's, they were offering tacos on Taco Tuesday.
I remember that.
And they shut it down. They were getting them from Hamburger Mary's because they own the same place, and then they quit it like after like 1 week, and then I was trying to advertise Taco Tuesday to people because no one wants to get too fucked up on a Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna get fucked up at your open mic on a Tuesday.
No, I can't get fucked up at my own open mic. I'm gonna limit myself to like probably 2 drinks, just sip on that. Probably get myself some soda so that way I feel like I'm drinking something other than water.
Right. Yeah, when I always like order a Sprite or something so it looks like I'm drinking something to make people feel more comfortable. Look, there's a squirrel in that tree. I don't know if you can see it anymore.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy? It's been that cold out there and there's still squirrels alive. That's nuts.
I know. I think that about bunnies.
Yeah. They get down in their holes and cuddle up and get warm. What's crazy to me is frogs. How do frogs survive it?
How?
I think they get down in the mud and then they just kind of like our frogs are cold-blooded, right? So they just kind of they're kind of hibernating and they can't really move like because their muscles don't work whenever they're not warm.
Yeah. So
they just kind of become like these little paralyzed little frogs in the mud, and then whenever it gets warm enough, then they like kind of get out and do frog shit.
Yeah.
So
that is crazy. Humans could never.
No, we build houses. We're not burrowing down in the mud. That sounds stupid. All right, do we have anything else important we need to cover?
I mean, we could talk about that, but it's not that interesting. We've
talked enough about your daddy issues, I think.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Thank you.
Anything else? What's your prediction for the score?
For the score?
Chiefs versus Ravens.
I think that we're going to win with a field goal.
With a field, like how many?
So what is that, like 3?
By like 2 points or 3 points? Or
it's going to be a close one.
You think that the Chiefs are going to win by 3 points?
Yeah.
What's the final score going to be? Give a number.
Okay, fine. We'll go 27-30.
27-30?
Is that a normal?
I could see that happening. 27-30 Chiefs. That's almost what I was going to put. I'll say a different one. So 27-30 is Sarah's.
Okay.
Mine is... I'm trying to count touchdowns here. How many do I think they're going to score? I think that the Ravens are going to score 4 touchdowns. 4 times 7 is what? It's 28, right?
Yep.
28. And then the Chiefs are going to score 3 touchdowns and 3 field goals.
Okay.
Okay, so the Chiefs, that's 21, 9, and 29. So the score would be 27-29. So I'm...
very close. Very.
Is that right? Is that math right? No, 30.
30.
We came to the same...
Damn!
Did I do that math right?
I don't think that's bad. Mine was based on basically no math at all.
28-30 is what I said. And you said 27-30?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's both of our predictions. We'll see who's more correct.
Yes.
Anyway, thanks for listening. I hope you guys will tune in next week and have a good week thus far.